Top of the morning, guys, and welcome back to the Pepperpot Live. I'm your host, Jasmine Payne. I have in studio with me Natalia Small, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about Natalia in a bit, but welcome, Natalia.
Thank you for having me, Jasmine.
You're most welcome.
Good morning to the viewers.
All right, so as you can see, we are decked out today. We're being very ambitious today because we've got something very delicious and special planned for you. It's officially 12 days left for Christmas, and we know that you're going to have your parties, you're going to have your get-togethers at home, so we want to bring to you some tips on how to make your guests salivate, as they say. We're going to have some quick treats that you can make right at home, and Natalia is going to tell us exactly how you do that. So you do not want to miss this. Do not get up. Stay tuned. So Natalia, first of all, you are the proprietress of A1 Events, which is an event planning business.
That's correct.
And as well as the soon-to-be launched Candytopia.
That is so true.
Okay, so you're very busy this season.
Very, very busy with events and getting that prepped and ready.
Right.
The store, that is.
Okay, so first we're going to talk about A1 Events. So you've been in the event planning business for a while. How has that been for you?
Well, very fulfilling, first of all. I love it so much. I love being creative and very hectic at times. You know how it is. But yes, again, very fulfilling.
And this is the hectic season, as they call it.
Yes, definitely.
You've been very busy.
Very busy.
Okay, so how did you start event planning? Because this takes a bit of creativity.
Yes, well, ever since I was a child, I was always a creative person. And I wasn't sure, that this is the avenue that I would have taken initially. I went into designing first, and I was also the coordinating for the Miss World Guyana pageant. And from that experience, it actually sparked the whole essence of being creative and putting together events and making the place look beautiful. I love that idea. And that is where A1 was birthed.
I can imagine how difficult that could be, because it means that no one event could ever look like the other.
That is so true.
Right,
yes.
so every single time you've got to be on point.
Yes. It's a lot of brain, it's a lot, people might think, oh no, you can just put this together and match. No, it's a lot of brainstorming, it's a lot of concentration, it's a lot of planning initially, and that is why, of course, it's called event planning.
Right. So I remember when I was doing my SBA for CXC, I had an interior design business, but that didn't work out very well. Clearly, I didn't go along that path.
Yes.
But okay, so now you have Candytopia, which is soon to be launched.
Yes.
So tell us about Candytopia.
Okay, wow. So since I've been in the event planning industry, I wanted to add the full package, and the candy buffet station is a new addition because it's the going thing now. And I noticed that in Guyana we don't have much candy stores, and the variety of candies that you may look, the unique ones, that is. And I wanted to bring that unique spark and that touch into Guyana, because we're actually moving and we're getting more modernized and everything. So that is where that aspect was birthed, and I decided that I'm going to go big or go home, and open the candy store at the Movie Town Mall, which is soon to be launched. So stay tuned for that date. Okay,
so do you think we have the culture for that, where we actually welcome this type of innovation, let's call it?
Yes, a lot of persons that travel are basically au fait with that unique touch. So yes, we're getting there, and hopefully with the new launch of my candy store, it would be a constant thing.
Right. So you've been on your own. It's, as you said, you had a 9-to-5, you had a day job.
Yes.
Right. But then you decided to branch off on your own as an entrepreneur.
That is correct.
And of course, there's that push now in our own country, where they're pushing for more young people to become entrepreneurs.
That is correct.
What would you say are some of the biggest challenges of going out there on your own?
I would definitely say finance is one. The major that is one of the major difficulties in actually starting your own business.
Right.
But once you love what you do, and once you're comfortable doing what you love, initially everything comes together.
Okay. So would you say, though, that other than that, because of course access to financing, like you said, is a bit difficult, would you say that there is enough support for young people that want to venture into entrepreneurship?
Actually, yes. I'm seeing that our country is taking big leaps, and with the whole creation with the oil and gas and what's not, we're becoming more modernized. So a lot of young people, I'm seeing the government is actually entertaining or assisting more young people or advising more young people to get involved in being business owners.
Right. Okay, and I mean, I can see that you're worth your salt, as you say, because you've dressed up our studio so nicely. This is all her, all A1 events, right? But without further ado, I know I'm hungry.
Me too.
And I want to teach the viewers, you know, how to make these treats. So what are we going to be making today?
Okay, today we're going to be doing cake pops and Rice Krispies. We're going to create our own Rice Krispies. Yes, that's very unique. And last but not least, we're going to be doing raspberry and chocolate fool. Okay. And I know you want to know what that is, right?
Okay, so cake pops first.
Yes.
So what are cake pops?
Okay, cake pops. Like I said to you, with the whole candy buffet station, there are unique things that you can add to your candy buffet station that is going to, you know, add that value, add that touch. And the things you can add basically are cake pops, Rice Krispies, and you can do all kind of unique stuff with them. So cake pops are actually cake rolled into small bowls and dipped into chocolate melts, and you can design it to suit your color scheme for your event.
Okay. All right, so let's get right into it. I'll be your helper today.
Great.
So, all right.
Okay, so the first thing we should always ensure that we do is wash our hands. If not, you use your gloves.
Well, we washed our hands.
Yes, of course, but we're going to still use gloves, right?
Okay.
And another most important thing is to always wear your head cap. Well, that is if you're making for, you know, persons,
right?
But we're making for ourselves,
right?
So, yeah, we can
and our hair is too nice today.
Yeah.
So,
so
okay.
The first thing is to put on your gloves.
Right.
Keep giving me a hard time.
Yeah, I did this before, so as in I prepped my gloves so that yeah, I don't have that. Okay, good. Ready.
All right.
What do you want me to do?
So the first thing you can assist me in doing is actually taking that cake out of that container.
Okay.
And placing it in here.
Oh, in here. Alrighty. So we've got a prepped cake.
Yes. And you can actually make your cake pops from scratch with a cake pop machine, or you can actually bake your cake. I prefer to bake my cake because it gives me more volume. Okay, perfect.
Right.
So what we want to do now is we want to start rolling our balls.
Okay.
So I'm going to break this cake. Right here. And we're going to crumble it. That's the first thing.
Okay.
So once it's crumbled, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up chunks.
Okay.
And just squeeze them together.
Okay.
You can assist me with that.
I'm going to help with that.
So once we have it nice and round.
Perfect circles. Do we need perfect circles?
Actually, yes, you do need perfect circles. You need that nice round, solid look.
All right.
Right. Well, oops, don't let us use that.
All right, so I think I've got it.
No.
No? Oops. Okay, let's go.
I think the bags are giving the hand.
Yeah, it's making it a little, oh yeah, I see where it went wrong.
All right, so let me see. Okay, should look something like this. Right.
Something like this.
Yeah, something like that. You can rest that in that bowl.
Okay.
And while you're rolling the balls to me, what the next thing that I'm going to do is excuse me, please. I'm going to melt the chocolate.
So
candy melts.
Candy melts. So we're gonna use the microwave for that.
Definitely.
So tell me something. Cake pops. Are they perfect for? Can I do this at a wedding?
Yes.
I can do for anything.
For any event, actually, you can do. But you can. Okay, so the candy melts comes in different colors. We're doing chocolate today.
Okay.
Right. So if you're let's say for instance your color scheme for your wedding is blue and white, and you want a blue and white candy buffet station, you can actually. Okay, we're having fun in here today.
Clearly.
So you can actually purchase the candy melts, which is blue and white, because they're blue chocolates and white chocolate in candy melts.
Right.
And yes, and you can actually have that color scheme for your event.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour the candy melts into a jar, but ensure that when you're pouring it in a jar, it's not too flat, because you need to dip the cake inside the melts, right? And I'm going to put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Well, let me help you here.
I'm not sure if I have the best circles, but it's gonna work.
Well, yes. Well, it has it's solid enough, so no worries.
Yeah, you can perfect my circles. You're the pro. I'm just the helper.
Okay.
Right. So I think this is enough. This will be good.
That is enough.
Yeah.
How many? Okay, so we know we're tasting after.
We're gonna have a taste party after.
So we just have to ensure we do enough for everybody to taste, right? So, all right. So it's not 1 minute as yet.
Okay.
So once that is ready, these are your cake pop sticks. So what we're gonna do, once the chocolate melts, it's finished melting. Perfect timing. All right. So as you can see here, it doesn't look like it has been melted, but it's very important that you stir
They're
it.
very soft. Okay.
Yes, but in some cases it's too thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure that I stir it very well, and then I'm going to add some vegetable oil to it, so it's light enough and thin enough.
Okay.
So when
you get that syrupy.
Yeah, that's syrupy. So when I dip it, it doesn't stick, and keep the cake in the
right.
oil.
Okay.
So yes, it's looking really nice here.
Yeah, show them. Turn it.
Yes. Perfect. So I'm going to add some oil, vegetable oil. Now there are other methods you can use, but my method, the best method for me right now to use in getting this to the right consistency, is using vegetable oil to stretch it. People ask if you can use milk and water. No, if you do that, it would not come out the way it's supposed to.
Okay. Hope you guys are taking notes, because these are actually some good snacks that you can have over the holidays.
So I'm going to stir it here again. So this is actually going to give it that nice thin consistency.
So these are actually things that you make from scratch at.
Yes.
So when you're open at Movie Town, I can come to Movie Town and I can see these things.
You will be able
in
to
a glass
see these.
case.
Yes.
Okay.
You can actually come purchase them apart from the actual candies.
Nice.
This is a very nice consistency.
Yeah. No,
I don't need to put it back in the microwave, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more oil.
Okay.
For all those who have a sweet tooth, yes, I'm doing this for you.
Yeah. That is a good consistency.
That,
see?
yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Please do not put milk. Do not put water, because it won't work.
Okay.
It won't work at all.
And the oil is not too much.
No, the oil is not too much.
Okay.
No.
So you don't actually feel like the oiliness when you eat it?
No, you don't.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Now let me ensure Jasmine created the right balls.
I don't know how good my skills are, Natalia, but I tried, okay?
It's all right.
Plus, these gloves are super big for my tiny hands, so...
Yes, I'm thinking that I want to take them off, because it's giving us
we shouldn't take it off.
All right.
Okay, so you put it
So the next thing that you do is you dip the tip of the stick
in. Oh, okay.
in the chocolate melt, and you stick it in there like this. And we're gonna let that dry for a few minutes while we do the others. So you can assist me with that, Jazz.
I hope I don't spoil any, you know. Just the
hope
helper
not
here.
to.
You're the pro. Okay. Just kind of falling. I'll let it.
Leave
I'll
it
let
like that. It's okay.
Yeah. So we
So
dip.
you dip it.
And we
Tip it. You dip it and you tip it. But this is sure that you have a wrong circle, Jazz.
I mean, this is the best I could do.
All right, so let's try to do
Okay.
two more.
All right.
Good. So let me
Fix
roll
my
this.
circle. Fix my circle.
For those who are not able doing, baking it from scratch, and you can actually use the cake pop machine.
Okay. Oh, so kind of like a waffle machine where you
It's
just
like,
put
yes,
the.
you just put the batter.
Okay.
And it actually makes it, but the consistency is very thin.
Oh,
with
I
that.
see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we got one. Here.
You dip it.
And there
Perfect.
you go.
All right, so we're gonna start from the first one we did initially.
Mhm.
All right, let's do this one, because that one is losing. This is losing. All right. Okay. The next thing that we need to do, it's losing, is cover the cake with the candy melts.
I'm not gonna do this part. Just so you know, this part looks a bit too complicated.
Yes. And in order to have it dry, so this is what it would look like initially, right? But this has to dry. Once this is dried, you have your cake pops.
Okay.
I need a container to rest
We
it.
can just rest it in here.
This is one.
Right.
We're just gonna do two for now, because we have some other treats that we'd like to show you. The same thing again here. And cover your cake pops with the chocolate dips. It's always nice to use a support, because these things can actually crumble.
Right. So when it dries, it gets like what, a fudge?
Yes.
It's kind of like fudge.
It's
okay.
like it's very hard.
Okay.
Yes. If
Right.
you want, you can actually put it in your refrigerator, and it gets really hard and stiff.
Okay.
Next thing you can actually do to decorate it, if you like to be creative, is you can add your sprinkles.
Oh, that was good.
Yes. And here you go. You have cake pops. So just to show the viewers, let me see if I can get it a little. And you have your cake pops.
Okay. Nice.
So this has to be dried though,
Right.
to be ready.
Okay, so while these dry, we're gonna move on to the next snack, which is
Which is how to make your homemade Rice Krispies.
okay.
So I'm going to change these gloves.
Sure. Mine are fine, but should I change it just because?
I think you should.
Okay.
You have two here.
All right.
So let's
All right. So
get
this is all about the hygienic aspect
Yes.
of the cooking.
definitely.
So just to keep things nice and clean. All right. So next is homemade Rice Krispies. So we know Rice Krispies, super yummy. You buy it in the store, but we're gonna make it right here today.
Yes. So
So what are the ingredients for this one?
well, The ingredients for this one is very, very easy. What you would need is your Rice Krispies cereal and marshmallow. Just those two ingredients. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. So what we're going to do next, Jasmine, is we're going to melt our marshmallows.
Okay. What container do you want us to put this in?
Well, I wanted to use maybe that plate there.
Okay.
But we need something to melt. Well, we have this to melt. Just put this aside there for me.
Right.
Good. So we actually took our marshmallows, put it in the bowl, and we're going to put it in the microwave for 1 minute again, and it's going to melt. When it melts, let's do 1 minute.
Okay, so for those of you who have a sweet tooth, it turns out that it's not expensive to sustain this sweet tooth because you can just go to the supermarket and get these items and then just make it all at home. So
definitely. So
did you start experimenting at home? Is that how you this idea came up?
Well, I think YouTube is a very good teacher.
It is. That's true. That's true.
It's a very good teacher, and I don't understand when they're young people are saying we don't have jobs, we're not getting jobs. I believe that you can actually create your own opportunities, and YouTube is available to all of us, and whatever aspect that you like or that you love doing, you can go and perfect it by looking at YouTube. You don't actually need to go pay millions or hundreds of thousands to actually get trained. You can actually use YouTube, and it does a lot for you.
But you do have to be careful though about YouTube, because YouTube still has, some are professionals and some are just trying it out just like you. So
well, I wouldn't say that, but if you still need to.
Everybody's still trying.
It all depends on what kind of business you're into.
Right. True.
It all depends.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't go on YouTube to perfect. Oh wow, to perfect accounting. Well, yes, maybe, but let me just take this out.
Okay.
Oh, it's hot. So we have
very melted.
Yes, the marshmallows.
Right.
So we're gonna use a spoon. Oh my. We're gonna use a spoon. I need an extra spoon. Anyway.
You wanna use this one?
All right. And you're gonna throw your Rice Krispies in the marshmallow, and then you're gonna stir it, and there you go.
Okay.
You have rice.
Kind of like flakes. It's kind of like cereal.
But you have Rice Krispies.
Right.
So when it's dry, or before it's dry, you would actually cut it into the shapes you want.
Okay.
And that is how you make Rice Krispies.
But in this, so you have to wait until it gets a little drier than this and then cut it.
Actually, yes, you will have to do that. And the other thing you'll also have to do, if you would like, you can add, can you get the chocolates to me for a minute? You can actually add your Hershey's chocolate chips.
Right.
To just make it unique to you. So we're going to break some up and put it in there.
Okay.
It's really hard.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I have all this patience. Like, I just want to go buy it at the store and get like the finished version.
Where you need to come
the finished version, right? So
you add your chocolates inside,
right,
and you have your Rice Krispie treats.
Okay.
Well, of course, this has to dry as well.
Right.
Once this is finished drying.
Once it's finished drying, you get this
finished
product. So that's what it's gonna look like. Don't worry with that. That's perfection in the making. But this is what we get.
Definitely.
So.
All right. So you can put this aside.
Okay.
And we go on to our next treat.
Okay, and the other one has a fancy name. What is it?
It is raspberry and chocolate
those
foam.
off. Yeah.
Okay. Changing your gloves again.
Yes.
Raspberry and chocolate foam.
Raspberry and chocolate food. So raspberries are a little rare in Guyana.
Very, yes.
So can we substitute that if we don't have raspberries?
Yes, you can actually substitute it with cherries.
Right. Okay.
Yes. You can, the sweet cherries.
Right.
You can substitute it with.
But we're doing raspberries today.
Yes, we are doing raspberries today.
Yummy. So what's the process for this one?
All right, first of all, your ingredients. Your ingredients would be definitely 1¼ cups of heavy cream milk.
Okay.
You can use condensed milk to sweeten it as well.
Okay. So we've got our milk, we've got condensed milk.
To just give it a little sweet flavor. And 2 cups of yogurt. But since I'm using raspberry, I decided to get the raspberry yogurt.
Okay.
Just to give it that similar flavor. And then you will have to get some chocolate, which will have to be melted again.
Well,
Well,
a lot of chocolate. We've got some, we've got some melted chocolate there.
Okay, let's just get rid of this.
It's a lot of chocolate, but I'm not complaining.
All right, let's just clear up here. Good, perfect.
Right.
So we would need 1¼ cups of heavy cream.
Okay.
So we're using whole milk.
Brand ambassador.
So you're gonna use 1 cup. 1 cup and 1/4.
Okay. And what are we mixing this in?
We're actually throwing it in our glass.
Ah, I see.
This is for 2 servings.
Okay.
So we have
So
1
we split
cup.
it.
All right.
Right.
So the next thing we would need to do is just add some condensed milk for sweetening. Okay, well this is gonna take some
That's
time.
gonna take a while.
Okay.
Maybe the chocolate is gonna make it sweet. You don't.
Yes.
Right.
But for some who want it, you know, that extra, because it's gonna be
Depends on how sweet you want it.
Exactly.
How much of a sweet tooth.
yes, I'm not gonna put too much.
Mm-hmm.
Since you know we have. Then we're going to put our yogurt
Okay.
inside. Actually, no. The next step is to put our raspberries so it can settle to the bottom and to the top.
Okay.
So we have our raspberries. Throw that in the milk.
Okay.
Okay, let's do some for the top. And then we're going to put our yogurt.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, we're putting a lot of yogurt.
So you have a delicious solid.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to put some more raspberries to the top.
Okay.
Oh, just for that nice look.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to sprinkle some chocolate syrup to the top of it.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, it's running
That's-
over.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
So we just drink this,
Well,
or do you use a spoon? Like, do
has
you mix
to,
it?
You can drink it. You can use a spoon. It all depends on you, what makes you comfortable.
Okay. So we had our cake pops.
Cake pops.
That are still drying.
Yes.
And we had our homemade Rice Krispies.
Definitely.
And then we had the fancy name that I can't remember, raspberry.
It's raspberry and chocolate fool.
Okay, great. But so just call off the top of your head some other snacks really quickly that we can get at Candytopia.
Well, definitely you can get your cake pops, your Rice Krispies. You can actually get strawberry dipped in chocolate. You can get your apple dipped in chocolate. All of these things can be used and be unique to your candy buffet station.
Right.
Apart from that, you can get your Danish cookies, homemade cookies that is.
Yeah.
Decorated to suit your event as well.
Okay. So so you're going to be very busy.
Well, yes.
How soon can we expect Candytopia to be open, you said? Or you're not telling me?
I really do hoping before Christmas.
Okay.
But yes, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that.
Okay, so that's it. Candytopia at Movie Town very soon. You're going to get all this yummy stuff. So we're going to go off air and eat some of this yummy stuff that she brought some for us. And I'm really happy that you were able to see this. And we're going to try to do some more shows like this. Not make it too cooking-like, but, you know,
Fun.
fun.
Because you definitely didn't get those balls rolled.
Come on, don't rub it in. It's my first time.
Yes.
All right, so thanks so much for watching, guys. This has been our Christmas segment of the Pepperpot Live, and we will be going off air until the new year in 2020. So when I see you, I hope you've got your resolutions ready.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Natalia, for
You're
coming.
very welcome, and thank you to the viewers for watching.
All right, thanks again for watching. Take care. And Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.